Abby Steiner and Sydney Mclaughlin are well-known figures. These two incredible and beautiful ladies frequently make headlines for setting records or for their improbable winning times. Despite this, each of the two is distinctive in its own way. Sydney Mclaughlin Levrone is an American hurdler and sprinter who specializes in the 400-meter hurdles, in contrast to Abigail Catherine Steiner, an American track and field sprinter who only competes in the 100 and 200 meters. The two even have an entirely different background. Steiner grew up in the Columbus suburb of Dublin, Ohio, focusing on soccer and only beginning to run track in the 8th school. At Dublin Kaufman High School, she was a standout in sports. Despite missing much of the year due to a ruptured ACL, she was an all-state soccer player who also established 4 state high school records and won 16 state individual championships in track. Steiner was a dual sport scholarship athlete at the University of Kentucky, UK, beginning her undergraduate career as a soccer player as well as a track competitor in 2018. Following a freshman soccer season in which she started all 19 games for the UK, scoring 2 goals and tallying 5 assists, Steiner departed soccer to focus solely on track. For Mclaughlin, though, things were a little different. Although it was something that was ingrained in her genes as well, running was her only interest, and she focused solely on it from an early age. On August 7, 1999, Sydney Mclaughlin was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Her mother, Mary Neumeister Mclaughlin, ran the half-mile in 2:12 at Cardinal O'Hara High School in Tonawanda, New York, where she ran on the boys' team. While Willie Mclaughlin, her father, is also a member of the Manhattan College Athletic Hall of Fame as a 3-time All-American. He was even placed second in the 400 meters at the 1984 Olympic trials. Sydney was raised in Dunellen, New Jersey. Mclaughlin began running at a young age, following in the footsteps of her brother Taylor and older sister Morgan. She is also a 2017 graduate of Union Catholic Regional High School in Scotch Plains, where she was the first 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in track and field. On one hand, whereas Abby discovered her love for running after abandoning her passion for soccer, Mclaughlin had it since childhood, and she was literally preached to pursue this route. Nonetheless, over time, the two unwittingly became involved in something that brought them together and even became their identity. Things happened, and the two became what we may term today's celebrity athletes, competing in various events, winning medals in their respective fields, and even setting world records. Making headlines seemed to be the easiest chore for them. Recently, the two were in the headlines for all the right reasons, in fact. This time, it was not their fields that brought them together, but rather the newspaper headlines and the global championship that read, Abby Steiner, Sydney Mclaughlin advance in World Championships. Kentucky Track and Field has produced some fantastic performers and Olympic medalists in recent years, and if you haven't noticed yet, both Sydney and Abby are Kentucky runners. In November 2016, Mclaughlin signed a national letter of intent to enroll at the University of Kentucky and compete in their track and field department. Moreover, in March 2018 at the NCAA Division I Indoor Track and Field Championships, she broke the junior 400-meter world record, 50.36, by nearly a full second. Steiner, on the other hand, began her college career in 2018 as both a soccer player and a track athlete at the University of Kentucky, UK, where she received a dual sport scholarship. She switched solely to running after a freshman soccer season in 2018, in which she started all 19 of the UK's games. So in some ways, Kentucky brought them together, even before they knew each other's names. And this time again, Kentucky brought them together as it was reported in June 2022 that a pair of Kentucky track and field alumnus are moving on to the next stage at the World Athletics Championships in Oregon. And guess what? Both Abby and Mclaughlin had their names in it. The article noted that Sydney Mclaughlin progressed to the 400-meter hurdles, while Abby Steiner advanced to the 200-meter finals in Eugene, World Championships 2022, adding Steiner, the current 200 meters title holder, finished with a time of 22.15 seconds in the semifinals and placed second overall in her respective field, receiving an automatic bid for the finals. Additionally, McLaughlin easily qualified for the semifinals just quickly after running in a time of 53.95 seconds. Additionally, Abby Steiner ran the 200 meters in 22.26, which was the third fastest time in the field heading into the semifinals, earning her the nickname the #Steiner Speed that made its world athletic debut. Once the semifinals and finals were over, it was clear that the girls had won and essentially conquered both of their respective races. Even though Abby's results weren't as good as Sydney's, she still managed to win 1 gold by competing in the relay, and everything turned out so well. Unfortunately, Abby Steiner was unable to complete her gold medal sweep this summer in the 200-meter race as at the World Athletic Championships. The defending NCAA and USA Track and Field Outdoor 200-meter champion crossed the finish line in 5th place with a time of 22.26 seconds. Regardless, Abby appeared happy and excited for the upcoming season, and that was all that mattered. McLaughlin, on the other hand, was able to take home a gold and even broke her own record when she triumphed in the 400-meter women's hurdles at the 2022 World Athletics Championships. At Hayward Field, the 22-year-old American hurdler and sprinter easily defeated her rivals by clocking a stunning time of just 50.68 seconds. Unexpectedly, this was also the first time a female athlete ran a sub-51 second time. Her previous record was 51.41 seconds, which she utterly destroyed. However, each of them had a unique and beautiful journey, and without a doubt they would both be even more proud of the other. Even though fate played a significant role in bringing together two amazing women, it's important to remember that neither of them has actually met or even had a proper conversation up until this point. Well, yes, you heard that right. Sydney and Abby has never even spoken to one another. But that doesn't mean they are completely unaware of each other's presence or amazing victories. Far from it. Both Abby and Sydney have been seen praising each other, albeit not directly by using each other's names. In fact, after Abby's relay victory, she was seen giving an interview while praising every athlete who won and ran, including Sydney, saying, "We are all a family and well. I'm proud of them." Not only Abby but also Sydney was all praise for Abby, as she stated in one of the interviews when asked how she feels that some of the athletes did not get a chance to be on the podium. She replied, "We're in difficulty," McLaughlin admitted. "We have a lot of really amazing athletes, and we all give it our all every time we compete, so winning or losing doesn't really matter. I'm just proud of them all." Even though it wasn't a direct interaction, fans were just as excited as if it was as they awaited any kind of even minor or major interaction between two of their favorite and incredible women. Ultimately, both Sydney and Abby excel in their respective fields, and it would be great to see them claiming and conquering their respective fields in the upcoming season as well. Furthermore, it would be fantastic to see two outstanding on-field women meet, greet, and even converse with one another at some point in the future. Fate has played its role time and again, and now it's up to the two of them to do the rest and hang out with each other someday and well treat their fans to some good photos with each other. With that, everyone, our video for today comes to a conclusion. We sincerely appreciate your support throughout the process. Please click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. For all information about our channel, enable the notification bells. Till then, be careful, and we'll see you all soon.